Y'all don't even know how real this setup for this video has been. Hey, so, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. A mosquito just. Humans aren't the only ones who like the dark meat. Ah. These mosquitoes in China, I hate the mosquitoes in China. I hate these son of bitches. Anyhow, two things. If my face looks dry, um, and at any time I look cross-eyed or like I squint too much, I actually am a glasses wearer, meaning that I have four eyes. But I got these glasses since I've been in China, and they're cute. But you see that? It's the glare. And then the glasses that are my prescription glasses from America, they're cool, but I don't know. It's just like it looks weird on camera, so I'm just like, they just have to bear with me squinting and looking crazy. And then I also want to apologize if my face looks dry, but recently I had a really bad outbreak on this side of my face, and I just washed my face, and the cure to it all has just been not putting any moisturizers or creams or toners on my face, and it looks dry. But I've been trying to do this video, well, thinking about doing this video for like maybe a week now. But since my face had broke out, I was just like, boom, you ain't about to do this video. I counted, it was like 30 large bumps and pimples, and I don't know why it happened to me. Some people say it's because you're in China. Some people say like it just happened. I think it's a mixture of like everything. Like being in China, the air quality here is definitely different. I'm in southern China, so I'm not in like Beijing and Shanghai or Chongqing, where it's like, or Xi'an, where there's like a lot of pollution. I'm in like a greener area, or greener region, so the air quality is supposed to be better. So, but that plus like my hormones, and I recently started taking the MCT oil powder, which is a medium chain triglyceride. It's just a good a good fat that you're supposed to have in your body. But I'll get into that story later. It's like a coffee creamer. I'll get into that story later. But you clicked on this video because of the title, and this is something I've been battling for like a long time. So like, people don't understand, like, all fat girls are not the same. Like, all fat girls just aren't the same. Like, let me just give you a little back history about me. Since I was about, I don't know, like when I was like 9 or 10, I started to gain weight like really bad. And the weight gain was during the summers. I used to go to my grandmother's house in Mississippi, and every summer I gained, like, I kid you not, like 30 pounds, like 20 to 30 pounds, because she would force feed us. And like, my grandmother, I love her to the death, like that's my road dog, hey granny. But a lot of times will sit at the table, and a lot of times she'll just put too much food on my plate, and then I wouldn't be able to leave the table until all my food is gone, and it was a struggle. And then eating bad foods. And then in Mississippi, it's so hot. Like when I was like 8 or 9, I was probably no, I was probably, yeah, anywhere from like 8 to 11 years old, because my little cousin, she was like probably like 6, and so there's a 5-year age gap, so that makes me 11. So I heard that you can fry an egg on the sidewalk if it's so hot outside. So I stole one of my grandmother's eggs, and I think at that time she had a chicken coop, but I had stole one of my grandmother's eggs, and my little cousin and I ran to the gravel side of the road, because my grandmother lives in the countryside of Mississippi, and we like cracked the egg, and it started to sizzle on the ground, and we were poking it with a stick, but then we had to run back. And so I didn't get in trouble with granny. But from those summers, I spent like maybe like 4 consistent summers, from like age like 7 to like 12, 11, every year, consistently, with my grandmother and my cousins, and getting to know my family and stuff like that. But I gained a lot of weight during that time, and then I became obese, and that was like the hard part. Um, being a heavier kid at fifth grade, sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade. But the thing is that I've always been a person who loves to be active. When I was in fifth grade, I went out for the soccer team at my school. I didn't make it. I was like the only, which this does not matter. But I was like the only black person who went out for the team. I think I was the only girl. Like it was, and I just wanted to be active. And then I also joined a soccer team in my area, which also this does not matter, but only girl, only person of color, or only person that's black. Everybody's on the team is so where that area is, because I don't want to stereotype, that area that I live in is a lot of Mexicans. So it was like on the team it was the majority of all Mexicans and maybe a couple other nationalities from like Central America, and they all been playing their whole life, and my coach only spoke Spanish. I learned French when I was from kindergarten to fourth grade. I learned French, and then we moved, and I didn't learn a language until seventh grade. So, needless to say, this sister right here wasn't cut for that team. But I was on the volleyball team in sixth grade. So fifth grade, I went out for soccer. Sixth grade, I was on the volleyball team and I actually killed it. I was actually pretty good. And then seventh grade, I joined the basketball team at my middle school, and then also, I don't think I was active. I did at eighth grade year. I went to middle school, and so I'm from Chicago, and Chi-Town in the house. Hey, Chi-Town. But so a lot of people don't go to middle school unless like your school just doesn't have a K to eighth grade, kindergarten to eighth grade like system. So, but my mom was like, "Oh, you're not being academically challenged at the neighborhood school, so we're gonna make you go to a middle school where you're gonna be more academically challenged," which I was like number 2 at their school or some shit like that. And so when I was at that school, I think 8th grade year is when I joined the flag team, and I really love flag. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with like, and especially with black culture, but it's pretty much a southern thing too. Like any schools that have bands, they have the the marching band, then they have majorettes, and then a lot of times they may have the flyer girls, and we have the flags, and we go like this and twirl the flag this way and twirl the flag that way. So I've always been active, and then my freshman year of high school, I was on the basketball team, and then my sophomore year and junior year, I was on, I played tennis for my school, and then junior and senior year, I played tennis and water polo. So I've always been active. I'm not a person who just doesn't like to exercise, does not like to be active, but that weight that I gained at an early age was so hard to get off. And y'all understand, like, being a teenager, or you guys probably do understand, but, being a teenager where, you just want to be like your friends, like, and, like, when I was in high school, after school, you go to the corner store, and, I'm from Chicago, so we don't say store, you go to the corner store. So, you go to the corner store, and you want to just pick out, like, your friends. Like, you got $5 in your pocket. You may even have, like, $2 or $3. And, you can get, like, a 50-cent juice or 25-cent juice, which is full of sugar and syrup and nothing good for your body. And then you might get you, like, 2 bags of chips that may be, like, $1. But then you may get some cheese and meat and hot peppers in your chips. Or you may want you some, like, 25-cent Now Laters, or the 50-cent brownie, or the 50-cent zebra cake. Like, it was just like these options for junk food was endless. And then not only are they endless, they're in communities that are impoverished in Chicago. Like, any corner store that you go to in Chicago, whether it's on the west side, north side, south side, it's gonna have these things. It's gonna have honey buns, or the frosted honey buns, which are like 500 calories and are really bad for you and full of cholesterol and carbs and all this other junk. But needless to say, like, you just want to be a teen. And that was the thing with when I was trying to lose weight as a teenager. It was so hard, like, after school, you know, hanging out with your friends, walking from, like, I would walk from school to the train station, or I walk from school to, like, the bus station to get home, because my school was on the west side of Chicago and I live far, far south. And so, like, you know, it was hard a lot of times, but I just wanted to be like my friends. And, you know, my favorite candy is Skittles, and just eat some Skittles and not feel guilty and not feel like a fat ass. You don't understand, like, or you all may understand, but for me, I'm speaking from my experience, you all don't understand how hard that was for me to just, like, to not feel, I didn't feel normal, you know. I couldn't eat what I wanted, and I have 2 older brothers, and they eat garbage. Oh my God! And not only do they eat garbage, they eat mountains of garbage. One of my brothers ate a whole chocolate cake by himself. Like, come on now. And so, people always say, "Oh, you just need to do some workout. You need to work out. You need to do this and this and this, and then you be fine." And I would do those things, and I was not fine. Even to this day, I'm not the weight that I want to be. I have lost approximately about 74 pounds from where I started off 4 years ago. 4 years ago is when I was like, I have enough of this. I'm going to make a change with my body. And that's another story, another video that I'm going to be filming soon. But that's when I was like, okay, I have to take charge of things. And I was getting close to 300 pounds. And that's where I was, like, not comfortable in my own skin. I didn't want to go out. Or if I went out, I made sure that I was seen and not heard. Because if I say, you know, I have a very, like, mean personality. When I crack a joke, I might talk about you. But that's just how we are in Chicago, like, or just how my family is. Like, the other day, yesterday, I was at the gym. And my cousin called me. And then, she didn't say, "Hey, Bree, how you doing? Oh, girl, you in the gym? You working out? Good, good, good." No. You know what my cousin tells me? She said, "You look musty." I look musty? She didn't say, "Oh, I see you sweating. You get your sweat on. Okay, good. Summer coming. You trying to be out here popping, looking good." No. My cousin said, "I look musty." And I said, "No, the hell you not." But that's just my family's humor. And so a lot of times when I was out with friends or people I didn't know, stuff like that, I would not crack jokes and be myself, because I'm scared somebody's going to talk about my weight. I'm scared somebody's going to get offended, and they use it, because people use my weight as ammunition so quick. And I wasn't a confident big girl. And this is why all big girls are not the same. Because there are big girls that are like, they be popping, you know, excuse me. They just, you know, they feel pretty, they look pretty, like, they look like that it girl. And there's fat girls who have boobs and no butt. Or they have no butt, big boobs in the stomach. Or they have big thighs, no butt, no boobs. Or they got big thighs, big butt, or no butt, and big boobs. And it's always like that. You either gonna be a girl who has boobs, a butt, or neither, or sometimes both. So that third one is like neither or both. So you either gonna have boobs, you that girl who got a butt, or you that girl who got either no boobs, or you got both a butt and boobs. And so, you know, I'm not that curvaceous. You know, I'm a standard, like, C cup, you know, the same, like, C40, like most girls are. Most girls range between, like, a C, like, 36 into, like, the, you know, that mid double D range. So I'm not a big chested girl. I do have big thighs, and my mom has always made fun of me because, you know, as a baby I had, like, muscular thighs. And I don't think my butt is big, but people be telling me, like, you be working with something back there. So I'm gonna believe that I have a nice derriere, you know, derriere. But yeah, so not all fat girls are made the same, you know, and this is just anybody. There's girls who are curvaceous, and there are girls that are toothpicks and they're very skinny. So, like, no female, no person, even with guys, no one is made the same. And not only are we not the same, not all fat girls like to gorge and pig out. So it's so funny that, like I said, I've lost 75 pounds from where I was 4 years ago, and I'm still considered morbidly obese by my BMI. I'm still, to me, I still feel, 274 pounds where I started off at. I still feel like I'm carrying, wearing a size 22 pants, because that's was really what kicked off this me wanting to lose weight. I was like, I cannot be in this double digit range of, that's not a number, that's not a one on running for in front of it, like a 16, 14, or 12. I used to have I had two pair of pants, not two, but I had one pair of pants I remember was a size 24, and I literally wanted to kill myself. I wanted to die, to say that the size pants that I'm wearing is the size 24. And then, but for the most part of my teenage years, I ranged between like a 20 and a 22 as my pant size. So that's kind of like anywhere from like an 18 to a 22 dress. Depends on how dresses are made and stuff like that. But I still feel like that person. And then, so people are surprised when they see me eat. Even now, like, I'm a very healthy person, like, when it comes to food, when it comes to my diet, when it comes to nutrition. And please, I'm gonna make a video about this because it kills my soul. Diet and nutrition is the same thing. People are like, oh, don't do diets. Diets just mean the food that you eat. But that is for a video I'm going to make very soon, because I hate when people say the word diet and they don't do diet. Oh my God, you just don't know. But I eat a lot of greens. I tend to eat a lot of lean proteins, so fish, chicken. I tend to stay away from pork. I eat a lot of seafood. And then beef is like here and go, touch and go. When I was living in America, turkey is a big thing in my household. And that's the thing, in my household, my brothers would eat and gorge, and like they look at the portions that I ate back then and be like, you don't even eat that much, like, and like right now today when I go out with my coworkers for lunch, I typically cannot finish my lunch, and it is like a salad or some greens or like some vegetables and some type of protein, because I'm on a low carb lifestyle, but that's like, and so that's the thing, I'm not this fat girl, and because I still feel fat. So I consider myself to be someone who is fat. And I'm not a fat girl who eats pies and cookies. Well, since I live in China, I don't eat dumplings every day. I don't eat noodles every day. I don't eat rice every day. I don't, drink milk tea every day, or bubble tea. And if you guys don't know what that is, that's when they have the tea. Most of the time it's tea, and they add like this white powder or artificial like powder sweetener to it, which is like all the bad stuff because it's just all sugar. And then they have the tapioca balls. So shout out to Chicago, Joy Yi. That's where you can get some good ass tapioca balls. But and then you have the tapioca balls, and they're typically like a brownish black color, and it's in your tea, in your milk tea, but that's why it's called bubble tea. So I'm not someone who drinks every day. I only drink sugar-free juices and stuff, which is kind of hard in China, I'm not gonna lie. One, because they don't sell sugar-free stuff. I have to order it offline. And then secondly, because Chinese people love their sugar. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you're gonna buy something that has sugar in it, it's very sugary. But they don't tend to drink a lot of sugary drinks here. They do, but they don't. But they do, but they don't. It's a very weird dynamic. Because the region I'm in, they drink a lot of hot water and of course tea. But other beverages are readily available, and they do drink these other things. But back to what I'm saying, I'm not that person who just pigs out, like, or there's McDonald's here, there's KFC here, there's Burger King here. I can count on two fingers how many times I personally went to any of those restaurants on my own. And that was within my first 30 days of being here. So, needless to say, this video is to aim at that when you see someone who is larger size and you want to judge judge the book by its cover, don't. Because all fat girls are not made the same. There's some that's voluptuous. There's some that's not. I'm one of those women that's not. There's some that eat good and they just have stubborn fat that does not leave their body, and they may or may not be comfortable with that. They may or may not be working towards getting that off. But you know, there are some that eat good and some that eat bad. And then there's some like myself who's active. Now that I've been living in China for about 4 months, I joined the gym after a month of being here, after I got my first paycheck. And then I was going here and there, stuff like that, and then I've been going consistently for the like past month. But when I was back in school, because I recently graduated college in May 2018, I was going to the gym. You know, my school, we had a really nice gym, and you can take like classes, and it's all free. You pay for it with your fees, with your university fees. And just to go back to my point that all fat girls are not the same. Some work out, some don't. And I was one of those fat girls who worked out. You will see me at the gym mainly like doing strength and training classes, or you'll see me working on like my core. I used to do a lot of like leg up exercises. I used to do a lot of like core exercises, like doing leg ups on the mats, or you'll see me running, because I used to run like miles in the gym. But I hated the gym. I used to run around my campus, and then when it got too cold, because I was on the East Coast, I would then start going to the gym, which I hated the gym for so many reasons. But like too many people there, everyone's looking at me, which no one cares about you when you're at the gym, because everyone's focused on their own goals about how they want to sculpt their body. No one cares. But I would never do weights, and that's one thing that was bad. I would do the leg press when I would go to the gym with my best friend George. Shout out to you, George. Love you.
Thanks. You know I'd be blowing in this weather.
Yeah, I would go do the leg press, and then I would do some like leg workouts, whatever he showed me. That he was like, oh yeah, Bree, like come do this with me. I was like, okay, cool. But I was still someone who was very active, and I love being active, like riding a bike. When I was back home in Chicago before I came to China, I rode my bike every day to work, and I live 18 miles from my job in downtown Chicago. So I will get up 2 hours early for work. So I would have to be at work at 7 o'clock in the morning when I worked at Nike downtown Chicago. And I would get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, leave out, and bike my ass all the way to downtown Chicago, and bike my ass home. And sometimes I didn't get off until 11 p.m. at night if I did a double or if I worked a later shift. So you can't tell me that all fat girls are the same. We all don't have the same mentality when it comes to our body image. I'm someone who's not confident about my body. I'm someone who feels very overweight, I feel morbidly obese. I feel like I'm 600 pounds, which I know I'm not, because I weigh myself, when I'm working out and trying to get to a certain goal or whatever. But I feel 600 pounds. I feel like I'm not progressing with my fitness, which I know I am. But I feel 600 pounds. I'm not that fat girl who's confident, who's gaining all the attention when she goes out into the club and, guys are coming up to her and stuff like that. I feel very ugly. I feel very just embarrassed to be in my own skin. I feel like I shouldn't be loved. I'm that fat girl. But there's other fat girls who are just loving them. They just like, you gonna love these curves, boo. We gonna have a good time, me, you, and my curves. My size does not determine me. You're not gonna determine who I am by my size. There's fat girls who are kind of mean. They be like, if you look at them crazy, they be like, what the fuck you looking at me for? And so all fat girls are not the same. we all have different mentalities and body image ideas or perceptions of ourselves, and don't put us all in the box, because there are fat girls that are active, there are those that are not. There's fat girls that are confident, there are those that are not. There are fat girls who are aware and conscious of what they're putting in their body, there are those that are not. So all fat girls are not the same, and I'm tired of people putting people who are fat, or or more like overweight or more pounds or on the plus size, into this box that we're all the same, that plus size people are all the same. We all don't work out, we all don't do this, we all don't do that, when I probably can outrun you. Like today at the gym, I do HIIT at the gym. I run at 12. The max you can run is at 15. I can probably outrun you in the sprint. I can probably lift more than you in the gym. Well, my arms are a little weak, so I don't know about that one, but I definitely probably can press more than you on the leg press. That's for damn sure. Because I'm almost approaching 300 on the leg press. So we're all not the same. So don't put us into this one box. Because you wouldn't want to be put into a box that all, black people are the same, all white people are the same. All people who are skinny are the same, because they're not. They're skinny people. There's skinny, there's healthy skinny people, and then there's non-healthy skinny people. Just like vegans, like people all love to say, "Oh, you're vegan. You must be so healthy." No, because I know vegans who eat a shit ton of sugar. I know vegans who eat a lot of carbs. So these labels that we put on people, or that they must be this because they look this way, or they must be this because this is the lifestyle that they live, is so untrue. And I'm kind of tired of it. I'm tired of people assuming that, because of the way someone looks or acts, talks, that they must be this type of person. Because we all have learned to not judge a book by its cover. And if you didn't want me to judge you about how you look, because you look ugly with that pimple on your face, and you look frumpy because you got some old clothes from 2 years ago and you're out of season. And so, is it right for me to pass judgment on you? Let's be real. So, I'm going to be coming at you with some more videos. And I'm going to be vlogging while I'm in China. So, if anyone wants to see anything about, know anything about the southern part of China, I'm located in Dongguan, China, and that is Guangdong province. So I'm near other local cities like Shenzhen, Guangzhou, Hong Kong. I recently went to Cambodia. I'm near like Thailand, Malaysia, the Philippines. So I'm trying to knock these countries off my list, but it's so hard with my job. I'm a teacher. I'm an English teacher, and we don't get them days off like y'all think. Y'all thought I'm living good, because like I got support back home, but I ain't living good where I'm like traveling and seeing stuff and stuff like that. But continue to watch my videos, continue to ask me questions. You can find me on my Instagram. It's curly hair and big thighs. I'll link my Instagram and my YouTube. Mind you, my Instagram is dry. I don't use Instagram because of my body image issues. However, we're going to stop that today. Girl gonna about to be popping on Instagram. Popping. And hopefully you can hear that echo and not that honking shit. But, yeah. And if you ever need to ask me a question, just DM me. I'm thinking about putting some ways you can reach out and contact me, maybe even like my Facebook or something. I don't know. You gotta understand, I'm in China. They be restricting stuff, so it'd be hard for me to call my mama, do FaceTime, because then like the Wi-Fi don't want to work. Or like if my mama try to call me through Facebook is banned in China, so I be having issues. Okay. But this video is meant for those who are struggling with not only weight loss, with the mentality that I'm the same fat person just like the next person, and then I cannot change who I am. Because you can change who you are tomorrow. Like I said, I've lost 70 pounds, actually over 70 pounds, and I'm still, on my journey. I'm still trying to lose weight. I have about 30 to 40 pounds left, until I hit like my goal, or the goal that I set for myself. And then once I get to that goal, I see if I like it. If I like it, then I just maintain my body weight, and then, but if not, I just work harder to attain the type of body I want. But it's my time. I've been trying so hard and so long, to get this job done, to lose weight, to feel confident, to feel beautiful, to feel loved. And I can't love someone else. I can't love my mom. I can't love my brothers. I can't love my friends if I don't love myself first. And you can't love yourself if you can't love others if you're not gonna love yourself first. You have to put yourself as that number one priority. And so I'm also gonna be just dropping random videos. So make sure you turn on your notification button and check me out on Instagram, because that's when you'll know when I'm posting videos. But this is your time with Bree. See you on the next one.
Right.
So I'm trying to set this up, and this is really pissing me off. Y'all don't even know how real this setup for this video. So I'm trying to set this up, and this is really pissing me off. This is what I hate. One, about these glasses, and two, about being a person with 4 eyes.